twin day to be in Kenya. I really miss having a car sometimes. I've been driving for 20 years. I'm 36. I started driving when I was 16. I'm actually a very good driver, and it's crazy because I've never been behind the wheel of a car in Kenya. Never once. It's always an Uber, a boda, or my 2 feet. I definitely miss having a car sometimes. However, it's funny in the US, like you find yourself driving the shortest distance to the store to do a small thing. And here, everything's so accessible. It would be silly to get in a car to go around the corner to pick something. So in a way, I like it. I like how life slows down. You get to enjoy the air, you get to feel the sun, you get to take your time. You go pole, as we say. Slowly. And it's kind of nostalgic for me too. Like my mom, she never drove. To this day, she still doesn't drive. So for the first 6 years of my life, before she got with my stepdad, we walked everywhere. Myself, her, my brother and sister, we walked to the store. Every Sunday to church, in the morning and in the evening, to the swimming pool, to the supermarket. That was the lifestyle. So it's kind of interesting, shifting back to this. I don't plan to walk in Kenya forever. I'll get some transportation eventually. But right now, this is what it is. Here we are crossing Manyanja Road. You saw the Manyanja Road the other day in the Uber tour video. We're on our way to NAIVAS, the new NAIVAS at Greenspan Mall. Just ahead of us here is a little cutsy, a shortcut, a road that cuts in between Savannah Road and Manyanja Road. It's going to connect us to the Greenspan Mall. We got some lovely art coming up we'll see along the way. We'll go ahead and walk it out until we get to the art show. I hope you enjoy. I actually mooed at one of these cows, by the way. Hey guys, so we have arrived. I actually showed this place for the first time in January 2021. I was going to the same location, to Greenspan Mall, to meet with somebody. I had taken a boda. I didn't know this road at the time. I had no idea. I was pretty much new to learning the surrounding area, and my boda took this route, and I was so happy when I saw the art. I must confess, I don't know who every person is painted on these walls, but nonetheless, it's really amazing. It's just amazing what some splashes of paint can kind of bring into a neighborhood, the personality, the flavor, contributing to the history. It's like the spice of life, so I'll always appreciate some thoughtful art, interesting art, culturally specific art. I would like to see more of this in the area. I would love that so much if people would start bringing these murals in more. I definitely want to explore Nairobi some more and see what other kind of artwork is being put around. I know this here is our political feature. So I hope you all enjoyed that little art show. We're now approaching Savannah Road. It's the main road that's going to lead us right here to the Greenspan Mall. So we've almost reached already. You see, it's really quite a short distance. Could you take a car? Sure. But you can also enjoy a walk. Timbia, Kenya. Alright guys, so we just entered. I actually shut off the camera as we passed through the security. There's always a security checkpoint whenever you're around these places in Kenya. That's something that you get used to And for me, I actually appreciate it. There's a bag check and a metal detector and a gate. So cameras in this country are not the most welcome devices. They just kind of get greeted with a bit of suspicion and questions. So I went ahead and killed the camera for a moment while we passed through. Now, it was a weekend when we went, so you see all these vendors in the parking lot. This isn't a daily occurrence, I don't think. But I know whenever I come on the weekends, I always see these local sellers. So this is the Greenspan Mall. It's not huge, it's not elaborate, but it's well taken care of, and it's nice. And a guy like me, I don't love retail. I don't love walking the mall and shopping. I don't get a thrill out of that. So this is just enough mall for me. You can maybe compare it to the likes of Thika Road Mall. However, the layout of it is definitely different, the structure of it. But as far as the scope of size and the scope of amenities, I think they're about comparable. They're kind of the same. So we have arrived. Straight ahead is the new NAIVAS. It used to be a Tuskys. The Tuskys supermarket chain in Kenya went out of business as far as I know. And NAIVAS, they're the new superpower chain. And I mean, they are all over the place. And you can see as we've entered inside, it's a lovely, lovely establishment. Very clean, very fresh, very well lit. A lot of customers, a lot of staff. And it's just a legitimate, nice place. I'm not going to narrate the whole way throughout. I'm just going to let you enjoy the sights. For Kenyans, this might be boring. For foreigners that have never been in Kenya, you might be amazed right now. Because, you know, we show the kibanda lifestyle, the people outside selling food. But for a foreigner, people have asked me more than once if things like this exist. So as you can see, it very much exists, and it's a very extensive store. So enjoy the little walk through. I'm going to chime in from time to two with a few thoughts, if you don't mind. All right, so if you made it this far, whether if you haven't seen this NAIVAS or not, or if you're a foreigner that's never been in Kenya or Africa, as you can see, the place is official. It's looking good. It's just lovely shop, very lovely. It's just a funny question that I do get from some people back in America. Sometimes they ask me if there are grocery stores here. Here we say supermarket. In the U.S., somebody might say supermarket, but you hear grocery store more. So I was excited to show this one off, and again, it was my first time at this one, so I was quite blown away at how much they've invested into this one, and they really did a good job. I would suggest that they hang some signage at the aisles so that you know what's on that aisle. That's one thing I noticed that was missing. Whenever you're shopping, you have to look down each aisle to figure out, where are the goods that you're looking for. So we're stalled out here for a minute because there's some chicken on sale. I don't remember the exact price, but it was roughly $3.50 American for an entire chicken, and it's a good size one. By the way, yes, it's one of those GMO chickens. It's not the Kienyeji, the non-GMO local. See, that lady just picked 2 chickens. So if I had a restaurant, I would have been in there picking about 10 or 15 of those chickens. It was a really amazing price. Very nice. Yeah, so check this out. Here on the left, from there all the way down on the left, it's all juice, man. Juice, juice, juice. I love juice. It's the easiest, quickest, simplest way to ingest vitamin C, to eat the fruits, blended juice. My favorite is Afia for sure, but it's not always as cheap. But here at NAIVAS, and I think some other supermarkets, you can find a promotion, get a good deal on it. Otherwise, I go for the cheapest of the juices that are around. It's called Go Fruit, and it's very nice and very cheap. Just around $1 for Go Fruit. And on this day, we found the Afia juice for a little bit less, right at about $1. So not too shabby. Anybody that knows me by now knows that I love the kitchen, so I'm really digging the spice section. This is an entire long row of spice, and spice is so nice. It's just really lovely to put with the foods. I grew up in a salt and pepper household, and I'm just speculating, but I'm thinking the extent of the spices could also have something to do with the Swahili culture and the history involved in bringing a lot of spice into the region. So I like it a lot. I'm digging it. I definitely had to make note of the tuna section. I grew up eating the canned tuna sandwich, tuna with macaroni, all that, and here it is very much not cheap. But there are the sardine. They got the sardine in the tuna section, and I rock with the sardine. I got on those in Coast. That's the smallest tuna there, that last one you saw, and it's about, what would that be? About $2.10 for one can. Here, this is funny to me because I've never seen so many canned foods in Kenya, honestly. And they have a whole lot of assortment, but again, they're like triple the price of what you get in America. Now, I haven't taken the time to look this one up. Someone please tell me, what do you do with the gold ball and the silver ball? And here, where is it? The gold macaroni. What is that about? It's some import. And when did Kellogg's start making ramen noodles? Interesting. Here is the mini vegetable oil assortment, and my God, they are too expensive. This is an essential for cooking a lot of Kenyan meals because of the frying technique that we use. And hey, that oil's killing people slowly. Now check it out. It's like we just walked into Wal Mart in 1998. I swear, man. I've never been. And out of all the NAIVAS I've been, I've never been in one like this. By the way, someone can get me that kofia if you love me a lot. That's my style. I like the brim hats, the fedoras. Even the white one to the left is really dope. I was so shocked, though, whenever we reached this side of the store. And, I mean, they got it all, man. I didn't price check that many things, but the things that I did price check were very local prices, definitely within range, so I was happy to see that. However, you see straight ahead, we've got this electronics section. It just reminds me of back in the day being at Wal Mart, going with my parents back in the 90s, and just walking around roaming and looking at stuff. So electronics in Kenya are expensive, man. Way overcharged. It's definitely something to do with the imports and all that. So definitely not cheap. if you can import your own, it might not be a bad idea. So I didn't want to get too boring with it and go up and down every single aisle, but all these aisles to the right, you got all your home essentials, your hygiene, your tissue, your soaps, all those goodies. I think I'm coming up on some soaps right here that are locally made, and it's always cool. I'm a label checker, and I like to look and see where things are made. So we got some African brand soaps right there. I need to actually double check and see if that's a Kenyan brand, or sometimes it's Egyptian, or you might even find a Tanzanian product. They got the book section rocking right there. Walking through the office supply section, locally made books, and black baby doll. It's nice to see brown skinned baby dolls. In Uganda, I was seeing Mzungu baby dolls, white people. So I like that little girl. That was a cute baby. So I'm really impressed, man. On one hand, I see the positive. On the other, I see the negative. On the positive, it's super convenient, man. And that's what department store and supermarket life is all about. On the negative side, it definitely brings a lot of competition to the smaller business people. But hey, you can't win them all. So I'm appreciating that this is in the neighborhood, and there's just so many things to choose from. It's nice. Let me make an official complaint. I really want to get a nice new bike, but Lord, these bicycles are expensive here. There's definitely bike shops outside. You can get one. The ones I've seen, they're all secondhand bikes, so that means, it's been around maybe a long, long time. So if you're looking for a bike on a budget, you're going to need to go outside. If you want to buy something brand new, I didn't check all the price tags, but I'm guessing they start at 20,000 shillings, and the biggest bike was over 40,000 shillings. But on the bright side, a lot of them that I was looking at had gears on them, so at least you're getting a little bit more bang for your buck. Now, these games here were interesting because none of them are original. They're like remake versions of games that we had when I was a kid. So yeah, here's our last shot standing at the checkout. Hey guys, so I just left Greenspan NAIVAS. My first time being at that one, and I've been at many NAIVAS. I used to almost live off of NAIVAS for lunch at their hot food section. I had never been to this one, and at first everything seemed super normal like I was used to, and then once I got to the far end of the store, it became Wal Mart. And so my question I just want to ask everybody, in particular those of you who are in the US that are from Kenya, how do they compare? Because to me, this NAIVAS, it's nice, I'll say, but it looks like Walmart in 1998. The only thing it didn't have, like the old Walmart, would be like a place to sit down and eat cookies and take coffee and all that. So my accompaniment just corrected me and said that it's in the cheese and fruit section, the produce area, that there actually was a place to sit down and eat and take coffee. So I'm really curious, from looking at media to looking at politics to walking through Greenspan NAIVAS, is Kenya slowly becoming America? Like, is that the future of Kenya? I'm just really curious. So sound off in the comments and let me know what you think. I hope you enjoyed the NAIVAS tour. Peace and love, Kenya.